But I've got Sky TV now, which is excellent. You can pause live TV, just pause it. The people at home now can just pause it, and it's a perfect pause. Not the old sort of 1980s VHS pause. That was a very different story, wasn't it? You couldn't even see what you were watching in 1980s pause. People who weren't moving would start moving. Wasn't even moving in this scene. People in paintings would come to life. I'm in a painting! But then once you pause it, it's quite exciting because you can watch it back at like ×2 or ×6 or ×12 or ×30, which makes boring programs quite entertaining. Like at the tennis, you can forward the changeovers. Watching Andy Murray eating a banana in ×12 is quite exciting. I watched Deal or No Deal in ×30. It really whizzes along. I watch all TV. I watch TV just to slag it off, to be honest. Dragon's Den winds me right up. I know you're rich, dragons. You don't need to bring your cash with you. They sit there with cash on their tables. I'm so tremendously wealthy, all my bank accounts are full. I've had to bring additional funds with me tonight. What about you, Theopathetus? Have you got money on your table? Oh, I'm completely loaded. I've thrown money up onto my table, that's every time. What about you two dragons? Oh yes, you've got a lot of cash here. All right, bring in the first poor person. Let's see what they've got. They come in trembling. Hello, dragons. Please, can I have some cash for the ideas in my brain? I feel sick just looking at poor people. The state of her clothing. For that reason, I'm out. What about you, Theopathetus? Are you out? I will be out, but I'm going to humiliate the bitch for 15 minutes. Then I will declare that I too am out. I'd like to go on Dragon's Den with a shotgun. Just stand there, pointing it at each of them individually, till one of them goes, so what's your idea? Quite simple, put that cash in this bag. All right? You get no equity. I like some TV. I watch it till the bitter end, literally like the early hours of the morning, till the signing zone, the death zone. That's when you know it's probably time for bed, you know? And there's somebody in the corner signing. You feel a bit like, this isn't really for me. They almost look at you like, come on, you could have watched this in the day. It's probably bedtime for you. Deaf people have been asleep all day to stay up for this. Have some respect. I like it when there's no dialogue in the show and they watch TV with you. The other day I was watching the Blue Planet or something. This is a show with David Attenborough where they discover creatures from the depths of the ocean for the very first time. Literally fish that were only just discovered, and they were naming them on the show. So he was going, here we have the newly discovered Diplodocus. And the signing guy was going... He resorted to impersonating the fish. It was hilarious. The fish was swimming, he was just underneath going... You wake up in the morning, first words of the day, you have to review the night's sleep. Very important. To catch up on what you've missed. Morning, darling, how did you sleep? This leads to what is undoubtedly the most boring conversation of the entire day. It baffles me we can even find stuff to put in it. But it can sometimes be a lengthy conversation of extraordinary dullness. Morning, darling, how did you sleep? Oh, it's very thirsty in the night. I was very thirsty. I was thirsty too. God, I was thirsty. I think it was the pizza. You're right. It was a very salty pizza. It's a tremendously salty pizza. I had to get up. I had to get up for water. I was too lazy to get up. I wanted to. If I had have known that you got up, I would have had some of your water, but I didn't know that you got up. And I was so hot as well. You were hot? I was quite chilly. I was actually quite chilly. Oh, I was really hot. I was so hot, I had to sleep with one leg out of the covers like that. I saw you, when I went to get water, I saw you with one leg out of the covers, and I remember thinking, he can't be hot. Can you really be hot? Yes, I was very hot. And I couldn't get to sleep for hours. Well, you shouldn't have had that fucking coffee. I told you not to have the coffee when we were in the restaurant. That's stupid. I just thought it was the right thing to do. I went along with it. There'll be dreams to update as well. She'll say, I had this really weird dream. And then she goes on to tell me about it. I can't help you with that. I had this really weird dream. We're in this house. We're in this house. Yeah. We're in this house, yeah. Yeah. We're in this house, yeah. It was our house. It was our house. But it wasn't our house. You were there. You were actually there. You were there. But it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Nightmares happen on occasion. I think for all people in relationships, every once in a while you have this terrible dream. You have a dream that your partner has cheated on you. They have betrayed you in your sleep. It's a horrible nightmare of deceit. And you are filled with hate. And you wake up in the morning and you're so relieved. It was just a dream. That didn't really happen. But the hate is still strong within you. And I look over at her and I can see she's just sleeping there soundly. She's done nothing. Done nothing to hurt me, just been sleeping sweetly by my side. Nothing to hurt me at all. But I'm staring at her. Slut. What? Sorry, Michael. Morning. What did you say? I said that you're a slut and a whore. How could you to me? With my geography teacher from school. Sometimes it's you. Sometimes you've had a dream when you've had an affair with somebody really weird. Somebody from work or something. And you feel quite guilty. Oh, shit. Morning, Michael. How did you sleep? Nothing. Breath is an issue in the morning as well. Breath. Morning breath. What is that about? I don't understand it. I would understand it if maybe before I went to bed I had like some garlic, some onions, some Red Bull and swirled it around in my face, some kind of cocktail. That's not what happens. I brush my teeth, flossing, maybe involved. Maybe mouthwash. I go to sleep minty fresh, like most of you. 7, 8 hours later, she's like, morning, Michael. Morning, darling. Holy shit. Are you all right, Michael? Yes, I'm fine. I actually slept really well. Did you go out in the night? Why would I go out in the night? I'm sleeping here. Next to you, what are you talking about? I actually want you to think about this quite seriously. At any stage during the night, do you recall eating shit? Did that happen? Why would I eat shit? What are you talking about? That's insane. Are you absolutely certain? Maybe did you get thirsty and drink from the toilet, or... No? Perhaps you pissed on your own face. Accidents happen. Sometimes, despite this, you will still have morning sex. Now, morning sex will always involve morning breath. You just adapt it to keep your heads as far away as possible. Sometimes you get lost in the moment. Oh, I really... And she'll tell me about it. That's what I hate about a long-term relationship. I could do without the honesty. She would literally go, sorry I didn't kiss you, Michael, but you stink from your face. Okay, sorry. I thought I brushed my teeth, though. Could do with a little bit less honesty. Sometimes I'll go and try and seduce her. Sorry, I was wondering if maybe later you'd like to... You have some bogey just after... Sorry. What was it you wanted, Michael? I'm fine, actually. To be honest, I'm fine. Let's just leave it. Let's forget about it. I'll just sit here. Your ball is hanging out a little bit. Oh, for God's sake, leave me alone. Deep sleep. Every once in a while, you have a sleep so deep, you'll sleep on your arm. It's quite fun. You wake up with a dead arm. It's quite heavy as well. A heavy dead arm. Darling, my arm is dead. A dead arm. I don't even know how I did it, but recently I contrived to sleep on both of my arms. And they were both dead. I got woken up by the phone ringing. So, I'll get it. Shit. My arms are completely dead. I can't get the phone. Can you just get the phone for me, darling, and hold it to my face? How lazy I am! My arms are dead! I can't do anything! Because I'm away a lot, she says to me, I hate it when you're not here, Michael, because I feel safe when you're here. I'm like, I don't. I might look like Mr. Miyagi, I don't have the moves, darling. Because that is man's biggest fear, isn't it? They're going to be sleeping soundly at night, and she'll be like, Michael, wake up! What? What do you want? I was asleep here. Jesus. Michael, I think there's somebody in the house. I think there's a burglar in the house. I think somebody's broken into our house. I can hear them in the kitchen. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, man's biggest fear. That is my biggest fear. In fact, that isn't my biggest fear. My biggest fear is that happens, and I've slept on both arms. That's my biggest fear. Shit. Darling, what do you want me to do? I want you to go and find out. Find out what? Find out if there's someone downstairs. Darling, from the other day when the phone was ringing, I've got no arms. I've stepped on both of my arms. Don't you fucking lie to me. You go and protect this household. You're going to have to go. You're in a much better position than I am. How could you do this? What about the children? Good idea. Send one of them. Give the little one the Wii and tell the other one there's ice cream. You must go and save us. All right, don't go! Jesus. Hey, you in the kitchen. Get out of my house. Don't make me come over there. Tell me I've got no arms. What do you want me to do? Use the breath. I want you to know, when I discuss holidays with you, that I love being here. I love living here. I love British people. I am a British person. I would live nowhere else. I live amongst you. I love you. I'm looking at your little British faces, and I want you to know that I love you. But when I'm on holiday, I really hate you. I don't know what it is. British people, they just make me cringe on holiday. We're so whiny, aren't we? Zive. You see my other flip-flop, Zive? You're just dying inside. With your flip-flop, you had it last. I mean, where'd you see your last flip-flop? You know that foreigners are having exactly the same conversations. It just sounds so much better coming from them. Davido, come lavare la flip-flop? We've all got into a bath that's too hot. And it's normally our own fault. We don't have time to wait. When we run the hot tap, when we run the cold, we don't have time to wait for the full, proper temperature to reveal itself. You just have it, that should be fine. You go away into your busy life and you come back, and you normally know as soon as your foot goes in. As soon as it goes in, you normally go, ooh, I've run that a bit too hot. But often you don't realize it until you're in already. You get in and you start lowering yourself because it takes a while for the information that your feet are burning to reach your brain, where the information has to go to tell you about it. Because it's really quite a long way for the information to travel. So you start lowering yourself and you're thinking, something doesn't feel altogether right here. Then it just hits you. Ah! You have a split-second decision. Do I stay or do I go? And many times you just go, I can't. Oh my God, I can't. And you end up standing naked in your bathroom. You look down, you've got these sort of red skin socks of pain. Ow! Look what I did to myself. Then you have to empty the hot out, put cold in, which involves sacrificing your arm to plunge to the plug plunging. Very dangerous. You look at your arm as if to say, this will hurt, I do apologize. Brace yourself. Sometimes you can't get a purchase. You're like, I could lose my arm! But the braver amongst us, there's many here tonight, and I count myself amongst you, will hover paddle. This is where you get into the bath. Even though it hurts, and you hover over the surface, you get the cold on, and you start paddling like a maniac. We can change this. It's getting better all the time now. Be brave! Be brave! Then you inherently know it's time to change direction now. Come on! It's getting better. Come on. And then you have to test it. How is the water going? Is it ready? to fully submerge. And you do this with your bottom. You select your bottom, and the task of your bottom is simply to dip in to see, is it ready? How's it going? How's it going? This is where I forget, unfortunately, that I have balls. It's not so much that I forget. It's more the angle of dangle means that my balls are now the closest thing to the surface of the water, not my bottom after all. And it comes as a nasty surprise. It's the most sensitive part of the human body. It's the last part of the human body, let's be honest, that you would volunteer to test boiling water with. No one's ever handed me a cup of tea and said, Michael, this might be a little bit on the hot side. Well, we shall soon find out, my friend. Right you are. Little bit more milk. Just a splash. Just tested it with my hover paddle hardened bollocks there, my friend.
So, it's Saturday night. You can have an incredible night. You've all come in from the cold. You're all starting to feel Christmassy. You feel Christmassy? Oh, it's starting to happen. All the adverts and everything. It's so fun before Christmas, isn't it? Because you don't notice about the winter. You don't notice that it's dark and miserable because you're still focused on Christmas. Yeah. And then Christmas happens. And then you're just stuck, depressed in the winter. There should be 2 Christmases. There should be another Christmas a few months down the line because there's no special days to keep us going through the winter. Pancake Day. How pathetic is Pancake Day compared to Christmas? There's no build-up to Pancake Day. People aren't like us, only 2 more shopping weeks till Pancake Day. Got the flour and the eggs, need a bit more milk, and then I'm done nice and early. I can relax and enjoy it. Do you know, today I saw a lemon wedge. And I felt all pancakey inside. I'm so into it this year. It's Pancake Day Eve! Pancake Day tends to be the day after Pancake Day. We're like, oh, was yesterday Pancake Day? We've done it again. It was a Tuesday. Damn! I can make you a pancake now if you like. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And it will get colder, of course, you know, it'll get colder. The big, what do they call it? The big chill and everything. The beasts from the east, that'll all start happening. Beasts from the east. Frozen windscreen day. That's a big one. It's a big one. When you sit in the car, it's like an igloo. You can't see out of it. You can't see out of the window. You can't see out, so you have to defrost it. Sometimes you could roll the window down. You roll the window down, and then you roll it back up, and then that does the side. They come back. Oh, it's gone. That doesn't work with snow. Every time it snows, we make the same mistake. We sit in the car, we roll the window down, the snow remains compacted, staring at us, as if to say, you are an idiot, and then it falls into the car. Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that again? I did that last year. Frozen windscreen day, you sit in your igloo, you put the heating on, you put the blower on. There's 2 buttons, there's one for the front, there's one for the back. You don't know which is which, so you put them both on. You put them both on, because when you drive, you need both. People don't just do the back, and I'm going to reverse to work. No, get both on. And you sit there, you're waiting for the car to heat up so that the defrosting will begin before you. It's quite boring, but it's a lovely moment, isn't it? When just in the middle, at the bottom, of your frozen solid windscreen, a tiny little opening starts to form. Tiny little half-moon shape. A little aperture, and you look through it, don't you? There it is! The outside world! And then very strangely, you find yourself driving away. Even your own brain goes, what are you doing? I know these roads. Dragon's Den winds me right up. I know you're rich, dragons. You don't need to bring your cash with you. They sit there with cash on their tables. I'm so tremendously wealthy, all my bank accounts are full. I've had to bring additional funds with me tonight. What about you, Theopathetus? Have you got money on your table? Oh, I'm completely loaded. I've thrown money up onto my table, that's every time. What about you two dragons? Oh, yes, you've got a lot of cash here. All right, bring in the first poor person. Let's see what they've got. They come in trembling. Hello, dragons. Please, can I have some cash for the ideas in my brain? I feel sick just looking at poor people. Look at the state of her clothing. For that reason, I'm out. What about you, Theopathetus? Are you out? I will be out, but I'm going to humiliate the bitch for 15 minutes. Then I will declare that I too am out. I'd like to go on Dragon's Den with a shotgun. Just stand there, pointing it at each of them individually, till one of them goes, so what's your idea? Quite simple, put that cash in this bag, all right? You get no equity.
And the mainstay of any meal will be salt and pepper. Salt and pepper are so phenomenally successful in the herb and spice arena. They arrogantly sit on the table, knowing that whatever you want to prepare, you will require one of us. Either myself or my dear friend Pep. Isn't that right? Right you are, Sultan. You've been keeping busy? Oh, breakfast this morning, I was all over that. But there are other herbs and spices. Oregano, thyme, rosemary, cumin, paprika. They're all lined up in the cupboard, waiting. Sometimes the cupboard door opens, they see salt and pepper on the table. Look at them, the bastards. What have they got? What have they got that we don't have? I just don't get it. I don't get it either, neither do I. I can't even see them from here. What do they look like? You ever been out of the cupboard, cumin? Once, I think, for bolognese. They said it was an experiment. That was in 1992. I don't think it worked. But I remain hopeful. What about you, Sage? You ever been out of the cupboard? I actually used to live with them at their old house, and then they moved me here and put me back in this cupboard. No. What about you, Paprika? I fell out once. They just put me back in the wrong way round. 7 years I was like this. Every day I pray. I pray for it to be goulash day. But it is never goulash day. I've still got the plastic on my head. Why the fuck did they buy me? I don't understand it. What about you? Who are you on the end? My name is Five Spies. You ever been out of the cupboard, Five Spies? I am no one spies. I am five spies. I am 5 times as good as all of you. Yes, but have you ever been out of the cupboard? I have been using recipes for thousands of years. But have you ever been out of this cupboard? No. Excuse me, sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt all this nonsense. Tired of listening to all your whining, because the fact is, I have been in this cupboard for longer than all of you put together. Sorry, who are you? John West, tuna. Nice to meet you. This is my wife, Tim Salmon. You're French. Ah, bonjour, French, bonjour. When English people don't speak French, they go, do you speak French? They go, un peu. That's all we do, un peu. We've only learned un peu. Oh, and we know, où est le gars? Have you hidden the stations from us? I love French people. I love the way that they, when they're trying to think of the next word, they make a noise continuously. They go, je voudrais, poisson, où est le gars? think they're worried about being interrupted. Whereas in England, we don't do this. We don't go, I would like, some toast, and some fish. It's a strange breakfast. Well, that's how you know French people are awake. They just wake up. Wake up. Sometimes they'll be hoovering, and the hoover is not plugged in, but they don't know for hours. But come on! This is not picking anything up off the floor! I was going to tell you about my private life. I've had some good news recently, is that I've got... my wife has always had a dream, okay, to own a little place in the countryside. And it became my dream when she told me about it every day for 10 years. And recently, I bought a little place in the countryside for us. Beautiful little place. It's very remote, very isolated, very private, rolling hills. It's surrounded by a farm. It's not our farm, but it's just lovely. We didn't tell the children we were getting it. It was the most magical day when we first moved in, and we were standing outside, all of us, my children running around in the fields. They couldn't believe it, giggling, and the sun going down, and my wife and I holding hands, going, we did it. It's amazing. I'm so happy. And tears. It was beautiful. And lovely little animals, little birds, because you don't see lice birds in London, you know. In London we have pigeons, sort of suicidal pigeons, sort of come in front of the car, just look at you, kill me, end my life, it's not worth it. And they just fly off at the last second. I don't even have the guts to end it! Because in the country, all these multicoloured birds coming out of the woods, like they were welcoming us to the country, making lovely noises. Like they were saying, hello, welcome, thank you for coming. My wife holding hands, children running around, lovely. Then the sun went down completely. Absolute, total darkness. Pitch black, terrified. We all both looked at where we thought we were. Darling, are you there? I can't even see you. We should go to London. We can't do this, can we? We can't do this. Where are the children? Children! And it was like all those lovely daytime animals were instantly replaced by the night shift animals. Noises from birds I've never heard before. Sinister sounds. I actually Googled what bird sounds like a child screaming in the woods. Seriously. There was just this... That with the... My whole family holding hands in a 360, edging to where we hoped the house was. Into the neighbour's field. And foxes. In London, when you see a fox, you see it for a second, and you just go, oh, look, there's a fox, and then it disappears, like into thin air. In the country, you hear the noises they make. They make this vile sort of, like they're vomiting violently. There was this fox just walking towards us. That with the... Cats on heat. Is there a more sinister sound out there than a cat sort of whining? If only women were like this, how much easier would my teenage years have been? Have you met Beverly? I think Beverly's up for it. I think you're right, Dave. Leave me to it. Finally, we made it into the house. You know, people in the country, they say things like, we never lock our doors in the country. Are you joking? I was putting furniture in front of the door. I opened the curtains to see what it was like. There was a fox in my face. Oh my God, it's getting worse. Because the fear is someone's going to break in the night. What are you going to do if someone breaks in the countryside? In London, you tell them where you live, you tell them your road, your postcode, the number, then the police will come to your house. In the country, people say things like, ignore the postcode, that takes you to another house. Or why don't you swap postcodes with that house? Every house just has names. The glebe house, the rectory, the little cottage on the hill. I just spent my whole life giving people directions. There's a dip in the road. You'll feel it. You won't see it. You'll feel a slight dip. There's some roadkill. It used to be there. There might be some roadkill. There's a left. There's a sharp left.
You think you're driving into a hedge. You've got to trust it's there. You've got to trust it's there. Then you'll be on a lane for about a mile. Then you'll come to a huge oak tree. Then you know you've gone too far. You must turn back and go back there. Oh, for God's sake! You can't be saying this to the police on the phone. You might as well pass it on to the burglar. How did you find the place? Can I put you on? Do you mind? Because the onus is on us as men. This is what my wife does. Every time there's a noise in the house, she wakes me up. In bed, she's like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Coming from the kitchen, did you hear that noise? And I always deny it, even though I've heard it because I'm awake, terrified. And I always like, no, it must be the wind, even though I know there's no wind in the kitchen. She always says the same thing. Go and see. Go on, go downstairs and see. I'm always like, well, that wasn't exactly the way I was going to handle this situation. I was hoping we would hide as a family and await rescue. But Michael, you're the man of the house. Yes, you're right, I am the man of the house, but what concerns me at this very moment is I think there's another man in the house. And I've decided to make him the man of the house on this occasion. But what about the children? Good idea. Send one of them. Send the older one, the 9-year-old. I've been to the gym, and it's a horror story. The changing rooms, I just can't cope with it. I don't understand men's philosophies towards nakedness, okay? Men in this very room behave like this, and I don't understand you. If I have to be naked in public, I'll be naked for a short amount of time as is humanly possible, okay? I will get my fresh new pants, we'll line them up, get the perfect distance away, take off old pants, put new pants on! I'm back in pants. Sometimes I go too quickly. I'm in 2 pants. I don't give a shit. I'd rather have 2 pants than no pants. But other men have completely the opposite philosophy of this. They'll come out of the shower, sort of air drying, towel drying their asses. I have never towel dried my ass in my entire life. I don't need to. I don't leak water from my ass. But other men, they spend hours working away at the arse area. Going through dozens of fresh towels. And they don't do it in the corner against the wall. They're right out there in the open looking at you, yes. I'm towel drying my ass now. And I've seen men put their pants on last. Literally last. They come out of the shower, you know, they put the shirt goes on, everything's flopping around out here. Tie goes on, look who's still in town. Jacket, coat, scarf, top hat, yeah, baby. Shoes and socks. How is that even fucking possible? What are you gonna do? Sew your trousers on now? People dropping keys. I saw one guy blow drying his pubic hair in the hand dryer. That should be illegal. Standing there talking about house prices. Do you think we've reached the bottom? I see people run into each other. If I saw somebody I knew in the gym, changing room, I'd hide in the locker. This guy was like, Mark? Fucking hell! Richard! Is that you? I didn't know you were a member of this gym. Yeah, I just moved into the area recently. What's it like here? You literally don't know where to look. Just... I sat down once to do my shoelaces. I will never again go to this height in that environment again. There are lockers above me. Somebody's looking for their locker, sort of edging their way over. I'm sitting here doing my laces. The final straw is when this bloke came over to me. Excuse me, mate. Have you got the time? Time to put your fucking pants on. Okay. And think back now that the internet is so much a part of our lives. Think back to our first password, because our minds, our brains are so filled with passwords. It's such a struggle for us to remember all the passwords. We go to businesses online and you go, I can't remember my password. And you put it, sometimes they lock you out. And they go, no, you've got one more try to remember your own password, you fucking idiot. Oh. Or you click, I forgot it, and they ask you questions about your life, and you don't even remember the answers. They're about your own life.
What is your favorite pet? Oh no, I can't believe I chose one. The dog walks in. If it isn't me, I'm leaving. I'm literally walking out the door. Oh, the password. And at the beginning, we all had one password. It was our first password we can nostalgically remember. And we used it for everything, every time we joined another business. Can I have your password? Yes, you can. That is my special word. And then companies started getting quite rude. You would put your password in, and it would go, weak. Who are you to judge my special word? And they're like, I'm sorry, but the internet has become very popular. We need to strengthen your password. And businesses would insist, we must have from you a capital letter. I'm sorry, we will not be accepting passwords anymore unless it contains at least one capital letter. And we all momentarily considered our options before deciding to capitalize the first letter of our password. And for a period of time, that was fine. But the internet became even more popular. And then businesses started saying, I'm afraid you cannot join unless you have at least one capital letter and at least one number. Again, less than half a microsecond's consideration before we collectively decided, you shall be getting the number one. And that would be the end of my now capitalized password. And for a period of time, this was acceptable until a whole new, unexpected, and exciting dawn emerged. A world of special characters. We didn't even know what they were. And businesses would say, we need a capital letter. We need a number, but we will also require a special character. And we clicked on the button, please, can I have some examples of these special characters which you now insist upon? And we perused them. There they are. I had no idea these characters were so special until all of our eyes stopped upon the exclamation mark. You're coming with me. Which we then put at the end of our now capitalized password, just after the one. And it's at this moment that everybody at the London Palladium is thinking, I should probably change my password. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow. Do that now. We need to think of another special word. Got to get that changed. We've all got into a bath that's too hot, and it's normally our own fault. We don't have time to wait. When we run the hot tap, when we run the cold, we don't have time to wait for the full proper temperature to reveal itself. You just have it, that should be fine. You go away into your busy life and you come back, and you normally know as soon as your foot goes in. As soon as it goes in, you normally go, oh, I've run that a bit too hot. But often you don't realize it until you're in already. You get in and you start lowering yourself because it takes a while for the information that your feet are burning to reach your brain where the information has to go to tell you about it. Because it's really quite a long way for the information to travel. So you start lowering yourself and you're thinking, something doesn't feel altogether right here. Then it just hits you. You have a split-second decision. Do I stay or do I go? And many times you just go, I can't. Oh my God, I can't. And you end up standing naked in your bathroom. You look down. You've got this sort of red skin socks of pain. Ow. Look what I did to myself. Then you have to empty the hot out, put cold in, which involves sacrificing your arm to plunge to the plug. Plug plunging. Very dangerous. You look at your arm as if to say, this will hurt, I do apologize. Brace yourself. Ah! Sometimes you can't get a purchase. You're like, I could lose my arm! But the braver amongst us, there's many here tonight, and I count myself amongst you, will hover paddle. This is where you get into the bath. Even though it hurts,
and you hover over the surface. You get the cold on, and you start paddling like a maniac. We can change this. It's getting better all the time now. Be brave! Be brave! Then you inherently know it's time to change direction now. Come on! It's getting better. Come on. And then you have to test it. How is the water going? Is it ready to fully submerge? And you do this with your bottom. You select your bottom, and the task of your bottom is simply to dip in to see, is it ready? How's it going? How's it going? This is where I forget, unfortunately, that I have balls. It's not so much that I forget. It's more the angle of dangle means that my balls are now the closest thing to the surface of the water, not my bottom after all. And it comes as a nasty surprise. It's the most sensitive part of the human body. It's the last part of the human body, let's be honest, that you would volunteer to test boiling water with. No one's ever handed me a cup of tea and said, Michael, this might be a little bit on the hot side. Well, we shall soon find out, my friend. Right you are. Little bit more milk. Just a splash. Just tested it with my hover paddle hardened bollocks there, my friend.
Everyone pretends to be experts in wine. We've all got this sort of... We all just take part in this weird lie that we're all connoisseurs in wine. A lot of people drink and like wine, but let's be honest, at least 90% of us are not experts in the field of wine. But when we go out to restaurants, we all play this sort of bullshit production that we know about wine. Nobody at the table knows anything about wine. The waiter himself, he knows nothing about wine. We know red colour and white colour. That's all you know. But you all pretend you know a great deal more. Would you like to see the wine list? He might as well be saying, would you like the book of gibberish? Yes, I would. Let me pretend I'm looking at that. Ignore all the words and focus entirely on the prices. Let's do that. I want this one. You just pointed. You can't even have the confidence to say it. I want this one. Ah, a fine choice. I have no idea if that's a fine choice. I don't fuck all about wine myself. But it's all part of the bullshit production. Then they come and they show you the bottle. You have to stop your conversation to stare at a bottle of wine. But you go along with it because it's all part of it. It's the only part of the meal you need to witness that it's coming from the right source. It's not like you order a hamburger and they come up with a photo of a cow. This is a cow. It's the kind of thing, you happy with this? Yes, that's exactly the kind of thing I meant when I ordered a hamburger. Then they open it in front of you. You have to witness the opening of the wine. Complete nonsense. It's not like you have the steak and they come out and go, I'm just flipping those over now, all right? Just that part of it, so you can see what's going on. Then comes the key part. The pouring of the wine. Who will try the wine? Who will take the lead role in this bullshit production? And nobody wants to do it. I don't want you to do it. I don't want to do it. Normally someone will give you up. You do it. Okay. I will try the wine. It's almost as if time stands still. Pour a little bit, everyone's staring at you. The waiter is waiting for your verdict. Yes. That's wine. That is wine. I've had wine before. This is exactly what it tastes like. It looks like Ribena, but I confirm it isn't Ribena. It's wine. Everyone should have some of this. I always thought you were tasting it to see if you liked it. I thought it was like a taste test. Apparently you're tasting it to see if it's corked, which means it's off. They're asking you to determine whether it's off, and if it's off, they'll bring you another bottle. I'm paying for it. Why don't you ascertain in your own time whether it's off or not? And if it is, don't serve it to me. It's not like you order the coffee and they come up with the milk going, it smells funny. Will you try it for me? Cheesy! But you go along with it because it's restaurant. You just go along with things in restaurants. Because you think it's the way you have to behave in restaurants. You sit in this most expensive restaurant, would you like some bread for the table, some water for the table? The table's having a better night than I am at this stage. I mean, who actually wants bread and water before your meal? I could get this at an orphanage. I'm paying a lot of money to be here. But you go along with it because you're in a restaurant. You order your main course. Would you like some side orders? No. Just give me food on a plate. I don't need satellites of food surrounding my food. Is it to make you feel like you're eating less? Yes, I would like some side orders. In fact, I'd like some potato dauphinoise behind me. Put them behind me. I want carrots in a drawer under the table. Cream of spinach behind the cistern and the loo. No one will ever know. Just go along with it because you're in a restaurant. Coffee as well, at the end of a meal. Even at dinner. 11:30 at night. You're about to go to bed. Can I get anyone a coffee? If my wife said to me at home at 11:30 at night after dinner, do you want a coffee? I'd go, have you lost your fucking mind? Why would I want a coffee? You're talking about the drink that we get ourselves out of bed in the morning with? The high caffeine drink to get you going in the day? You want to have that now before bed? Is this some kind of an experiment, you nutter? In a restaurant? Yes, I think I'll have a latte. What would you like? An espresso for me, just an espresso. 2 o'clock in the morning. What did I order that? I can't sleep. Can you sleep? Of course I can't sleep. I had a fucking espresso and coffee cake. I might just go to work now and wait there. But it's Friday. I don't care. They're 10 and 7 now, so they're growing up. They're both boys. They like each other and they hate each other. You know what it's like when you've got brothers. They argue a lot. They argue over everything, you know. It's always about my turn. Sibling rivalry, isn't it? And it's my turn. It's my turn to do this, my turn to that. Some things I understand, like it's my turn to sit in the front. It's a big one. It's my turn to sit in the front. He sat in the front last time. It's my turn to sit in the front. I can't keep track of it. Why don't you just sit on the way and you on the way home? Nobody did it last time. It's my turn to sit in the front. I understand sitting in the front because it's more fun, isn't it? You're up there with mum or dad. You can see more clearly. You've got the music. You can enjoy the window. Also, you have the satisfaction of knowing that your brother, your rival, is trapped in the worst seat in the car behind you. But there are some things I will never understand. Like it's my turn to push the button in the lift. This is not one of the perks of life. There's so much more exciting things in the world. But my kids go mental. If the other one pushes it, it's not his turn. It's like, I can't even push the button. It's not his turn. This is one of the most boring things. Pushing up and watching it get illuminated. Just let your brother do it. It's very boring. And they do this arguing. They get so upset that they don't want to stop talking because they know their brother's going to chip in. So they keep talking while they're inhaling. It's a skill that only children have. I can't believe you pushed the button when it's my turn. And then he does push the button right in front of me. Adults are often quite pleased if somebody pushes the button for them. We go into a lift, and sometimes there's a person, a stranger, in the lift, and they're like, oh, which floor, please? Sorry, which floor? Oh, thank you. Oh, you're very kind. You're a very kind stranger. 11. I'm going to 11. They push 11. Oh, thank you. Thank you, stranger, for making my life a little easier. It's very rare for an adult to go, hey, it's my turn to push the button. Step aside. Can't believe you pushed the button when it's not really my turn to push the button. Crossing the road is exactly the same. The pelican crossing thing where you push it, it says, wait. Is there anything more boring than that in life? My kids go mental. I can't believe it was my turn. He pushed the button yesterday and the day before, and I haven't pushed the button for ages. This is so boring. Often adults forget. We're often standing at the road going, have you not pushed the button? I thought you pushed the button. Oh, for God's sake. I'll push the button. But with kids, the drama. The drama of road crossing. Because also you've got to teach them about the green man, because you can never cross on the red man, because you know, it's dangerous. So you always have to wait there with your kids, waiting for the green man, it's the red man, don't cross on the red man. Adults don't help, of course, because they just walk when they walk faster. But he's an idiot. Children, that man's an idiot. Once a man in an all-green tracksuit starts walking across, my son was like, is that the green man? No, that is just an idiot, it's another idiot. I like it when couples who are like in a relationship, they obviously love each other, you know? They might be married, they might be going out, they're walking along the street and the man will always do that thing when he naturally goes roadside. Roadside? I'm going to roadside. Excuse me, I'll go this side, darling. If a car comes off the road, I'll take it.
I'll take it. You go there. The worst that can happen is a wheelie bin might topple on you, but here, a lorry could come and I'll just go that out with I'll stop it with my thigh. I got it. You get to a road, right? And there's this ambiguity over whether to cross. And suddenly the hands, you stop holding hands. One person will go, and they look at the car and think, oh, there's a car coming. And then one person starts going, and the other person goes, no, I think I'm going to die. And the other person keeps going, what's happened, where are you? And you end up on opposite sides of the road, what are you doing? Well, so I thought I was going to die. And you left me to die. I like it now with the countdowns. Have you seen the countdown clocks? They give you like 20 seconds across the road. So you're watching the clock, and I always do it well inside the allotted time. I'm watching the clock, I'm like, I've done it in 8 seconds, I've got 12 left. I tend to go back in, I'm going to make the most of my time. I like to time it exactly. 3, 2, 1, and yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, technology is taking over. Some of it's good, some of it's not so helpful. I particularly like Google Earth. I don't know if you've been on Google Earth, it's amazing. They photographed every road in the whole world. And they put them on Google Earth on the computer, and you can go there, you just type it in, and you go there, you drag a little man over the map, and you drop him into the road, and then you're there. You can see it. It's really amazing technology. And you sit in front of the computer and you think, I can go anywhere in the world. Where shall I go? And we all come to the same conclusion, my house. Even though you're in your house, it would be far easier just to get up, walk outside of your house, and look at your house. A live 3D image of your own building. But no, you're so excited, aren't you? First, you don't land exactly on your house. You're sort of, where is it? We have to move around. There it is. That's our house on Google Earth. Darling, come and look. Come and look. Leave the kids, they're fine in the bath. Come and look. That's our house. It's our car on Google Earth. Some technology, I think, no help whatsoever. Loos, modern public loos, I don't think they needed any updating. I think we were fine with the process. You go in, if you need to turn the light on, you turn the light on. Now they have this automatic motion sensor lighting. You come on and the light comes on. Oh, just from you moving. Which is fun at the beginning, but then when you're on the loo, the light goes off. You have to reactivate the light, so you start moving. Washing your hands. I didn't think this was dramatic. There was no issues there. Turn the tap on, yeah? Then the water flows. Once you've had enough water, you turn the tap off. That was fine. Then they didn't trust you with that, so they had the push one where you push it, and it gives you an allocation of water. This is the amount of water we feel is enough for you to be washing your hands. But if you need more, you're quite within your rights to push again. Now, people have literally no idea how to access water from modern taps. You have lines of people doing Tai Chi trying to work it out. Do you know? You have any idea? Mr. Miyagi, Of course, I don't want to bring up football too much in Manchester, because I know this is a bit of, friction. I don't want to separate people into their teams. I know you're all divided who you support. I said to my wife that, they're called Man City and Man United. And it was her, not me, okay, who pointed out they do sound like gay clubs, okay? You can't argue with it. Don't shoot the messenger. Where are you going Saturday? I'm going down Man City, yeah. Go to any other clubs? Yeah, Man United, it's absolutely great. Hey, look, afterwards, a few of us are going down the Men Arena. Want to come? I flew in a couple of days ago. They've got these iris recognition scanners now in the airport for your eyes. There was an Irish man working on it. He said, would you like to step forward into the iris recognition scanner? You have scanners for recognizing Irish people? Do you not use the normal passport system? You've been losing your passports? I'm Irish. Scan me. There's green blood pumping through these veins. And I've been getting into some of your terminologies. I was coming through immigration with my passport, which is always a tense affair, isn't it? Because you don't know whether they're going to let you in. And this bloke went, what's the story? I have never heard this expression. It totally freaked me out. I was like, look at my wife going, we need a story to get into this country. Have you got any stories? I didn't know anything that's a narrative. You've got some children's books. We're coming up with something. There were three little pigs. Story! I love that. You shortened it to story! In England, we just stick to how are you, which we normally answer with how are you. We tend not to even answer the question. How are you? How are you? And we're fine with that. We don't question it. It's probably the only question you can answer with exactly the same question, and nobody really cares. How are you? How are you? You can't go, can you pass the salt? Can you pass the salt? That wouldn't be acceptable. So I've hired a car, I've driven around Ireland, which is thrilling, if not a little bit tense, as I'm reminded of how many people have died on every one of your roads. It doesn't make you feel better. I'm planning my journeys now to give myself statistically the best chance of survival. Do you have it on your Irish sat-navs? Would you like the fastest route or the one you might not die on? All right. Do you think that reading statistics is going to make you drive safer? If you didn't have the sign, if there was no sign on the road, this is how you would drive down the road. With the sign, you drive down it, and I've been there, and you go, ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen of Dublin, are we having a drink tonight? Are we having a drink tonight? This is what I love about Dublin. You don't mess around when it comes to your drink. There are various clues around the city that you like a drink. For example, when you're crossing the road, you have the green man, who's go, and the red man is stop. In England, we have this red man, who like this. And you know you mustn't go. You copy him. You copy him. Unless you try and walk across him. And then that would change to the green man, which means go. But in Dublin, you have an additional man. The orange man in the middle. Just to make absolutely sure. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? We're going to be crossing any moment now. I'm not going to take you from stationary to go. All right? Get ready. Go, go, go! I actually came here a month ago, and it was kind of a weird time because in England we were going through this situation where we had this, basically there was a killer on the loose. He was on the loose for a week, and he was hiding in the woods, and it was a very tense affair, and the whole of England, all the media, all the police in the country were focused on this one big story, and I came here at exactly the same time where Dublin, and I think this explains the differences very, very well, was focused on another story of a missing penguin. Which led to one of the weirdest conversations I've ever had in a taxi, where I sat in the taxi and the driver went, so, do you think we'll find him? And I was like, well, you know, I mean, they're certainly searching. I know they're all out there. But he's used to the outdoors. Yes, apparently he's a survivalist. Yes, he's a survivalist. Poor little fella. What do you mean, poor little fella? You know, he tried to murder. He tried to murder his girlfriend. Well, I didn't know that about him. He's on steroids, I haven't read up on the subject. This penguin's a lunatic. What a fantastic story this was. So please correct me if I'm wrong, it was a stag night, is that right? And some people broke into Dublin Zoo in the middle of the night in a taxi. The taxi was waiting. Dublin taxi drivers, we've learned not to ask questions. Could you just wait here? Are you going to the cash point? Kind of. They put the penguin into a carrier bag, and then I suppose they just couldn't stop laughing and dropped him off on O'Connell Street. They found him, didn't they? They found him and they put him back. You can imagine all the other penguins when he came back. There must have been... What's the story? Oh, it was unbelievable. I was asleep. Listen, shush and listen. And the next thing I know, I'm in a small bag. No, Lidl, the German shopping centre. And they just dropped me off on the corner of O'Connell Street. Were you scared? I wasn't scared. There was signs up telling me that 117 humans had died, but nothing about penguins at all. Did you just stay on the corner of the road? Well, I did, because there was a green man and an orange man and a red man, but there was no penguin, so I just stayed there.
I've been to the gym, and it's a horror story. The changing rooms, I just can't cope with it. I don't understand men's philosophies towards nakedness, okay? Men in this very room behave like this, and I don't understand you. If I have to be naked in public, I'll be naked for a short amount of time as is humanly possible, okay? I will get my fresh new pants, we'll line them up, get the perfect distance away, take off old pants, put new pants on! I'm back in pants. Sometimes I go too quickly. I'm in 2 pants. I don't give a shit. I'd rather have 2 pants than no pants. But other men have completely the opposite philosophy of this. They'll come out of the shower, sort of air drying, towel drying their asses. I have never towel dried my ass in my entire life. I don't need to. I don't leak water from my ass. But other men, they spend hours working away at the arse area, going through dozens of fresh towels. And they don't do it in the corner against the wall. They're right out there in the open looking at you, yes. I'm towel drying my ass now. And I've seen men put their pants on last, literally last. They come out of the shower, you know, they put the shirt goes on, everything's flopping around on here. Tie goes on, look who's still in town. Jacket, coat, scarf, top hat, yeah, baby. Shoes and socks. How is that even fucking possible? What are you gonna do? Sew your trousers on now? People dropping keys. I saw one guy blow drying his pubic hair in the hand dryer. That should be illegal. Standing there talking about house prices. Do you think we've reached the bottom? I see people run into each other. If I saw somebody I knew in the gym, changing room, I'd hide in the locker. This guy was like, Mark? Fucking hell! Richard! Is that you? I didn't know you were a member of this gym. Yeah, just moved into the area recently. What's it like here? You literally don't know where to look. Just... I sat down once to do my shoelaces. I will never again go to this height in that environment again. There are lockers above me. Somebody's looking for their locker, sort of edging their way over. I'm sitting here doing my laces on. The final straw was when the bloke came over to me. Excuse me, mate. Have you got the time? Time to put your fucking pants on. Okay.